Hey guys, Sammy J from apparatotech.io here, and you guys have been inquiring about sending your videos in, and some of you have actually sent your videos in. And that's really exciting for me because I want to bring this professional level analytics to just people who like sprinting. So let's get into it. Shout out Roy Eckel, shout out Emmanuel from Ireland.
In terms of sending you videos, yeah, I'd love to get some feedback from your system.
They're both great athletes and into like sports physiology. Roy and I have been going back and forth about his phone and how he shoots video. So we'll go right into that on how you can shoot your video so that you can send it in and I can process it. So Roy has an Android phone, but we found that 30 frames per second is too low to shoot at. So if you can record at 60 or 120 frames per second using this app on Android, only if you have Android. I'll show you how to do it on iPhone in just a few seconds, but you install this app called Open Camera. You go to the settings part of the app, then you go down to video settings here, then you go to video frame rate, and you're able to change the frame rate from anywhere from 60 to 120, but just max it out to 120 and see if that works for you. Then you go back to the first settings window, so you go back to the screen before and you go to camera API. It should be lower on the list, and then from there you go and select camera 2 API, and when you tap that, it should restart your phone or restart the app, and then you're back onto that main camera screen, and it should be smoother. You can tell when you move your phone. So if this works, you can record your video to the standard that I'll show after I show that iPhone tutorial. This is how you change the slow motion camera settings in iPhone. So, you go to settings, right here, settings, and you go down to camera, right here, camera. Then just within this screen, you have record video and record slow-mo. You're going to tap this bar, record slow-mo, and you're going to change it to 1080p at 240 frames per second. This is the best quality that you can record at with an iPhone. If it says 4K, just do 1080. That's because it works with my phone. And I have an iPhone 8 that's pretty busted. So you just tap that, 1080p at 240, and you should be able to see more frames when you go back and you record in the camera app here. So now we'll just go through on the tutorial on how to set up your cones. So this is the video that Roy sent in, and it's simple as this. You set up your cones to form as these gates. So you have one gate on one side and one gate on the other side. It doesn't matter which direction you run across. Just make sure that the cones are measured to 10 meters or 8.5 meters. I say either or because 8.5 is easy to understand because that's where the hurdle marks are. But if you're doing 10-meter flies and you have it like this anyway, just let me know when you send it in the email. Just say, hey, I shot this video, it's at 10 meters, or I shot this video, it's at 8.5 meters. I put it at the hurdle marks. So you record yourself running, you crop your video, send it in, and I'll analyze it. It's really cool to see what feels like a very small community, but we're like the United Nations of like athletics. Forget about World Athletics. We're Aperto Athletics over here. But yeah, it's just really cool to be able to get video from all these different people and see this kind of global interest. It just really blows my mind.